Hi guys, welcome back to another video. And today I'm gonna be talking about Apple Music versus Google Play Music. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about both Android and iOS just to see how they compare on each platform. I'm also gonna talk about Mac and PC though. So let's get started. This is how the main home screen looks on Apple Music. As you can see, it's pretty simple. So it's for you. So it has mixes, recently played, Monday's playlists, Monday's albums. This is you're into K-pop, I kind of am. Okay, and then more. Okay, then you also have your library. There's, for example, a playlist, and this K-pop playlist that I made. There's also the browse option, which is actually very useful if you want to learn about new types of music. So that's how it is. And finally, there's also the radio. So this one, it's obviously a radio, and what it does, it's this is really, for example, like Latin love songs. If you want Latin love songs, it starts loading in, and then it automatically starts playing it. So yeah, Beats One Radio is also really good. Actually, I really like it. And what I've noticed that Apple Music has is also music videos. So okay, it's a little hard to find, but it does have music videos. So that's Apple Music in a nutshell. This is the main homepage in Google Play Music. So it says home right there. So in Google Play Music, it says fans of Blackpink, fans of BTS Happy Hour, and it basically does it based on what you have listened to before. So this is recent, everything that you listened to before, library, stations, and browse. I have not used the browse feature a lot, but I mean it's been okay. I mean it's nothing too interesting. So like, for example, if you went to like Bollywood and Indian, I actually don't think that's a station that Apple Music has. Huh, interesting. So it's starting Bollywood. It automatically starts playing. Wait, does it? It's not my Wi-Fi. Okay. Yeah. So that's how it is. And yeah, to be honest, I've actually liked Apple Music more. I think especially because it's more well incorporated into the iOS operating system. So because of that, there has been much less lag in Apple Music than there has been in Google Play Music. Now, also the sound quality on Apple Music is better than on Google Play Music by not a huge margin. It wasn't as big of a difference as Apple Music and Spotify, but it is, you can actually tell the difference. In Apple Music, there's more distinction in instruments, and in Google Play Music, it's just like a little more hollow, if you get what I'm saying. And yeah, I mean, like you can hear that difference in speakers, in headphones, whether they're plugged in or Bluetooth headphones. Yeah, so overall I think I have liked Apple Music much better. Another thing that Google Play Music does have is right from when you listen to a song, it automatically gives you the link to go to the YouTube video. But Google Play Music does not have as many songs. For example, I'll give you an example, like the group Twice, which is a K-pop group. All of their songs in Korean and Japanese, they're in Apple Music, but in Google Play Music, they're only the Japanese versions are there, and I was very confused about that. There's also some artists that are just completely absent from Google Play Music. I mean, if you're gonna be listening to popular artists like Taylor Swift, Jay-Z, Beyonce, whatever, you'll be fine. I mean, they're everywhere, right? But if you're more into like other countries or just some music genres that are not as popular, you might have a harder time in Google Play Music. This is one of the main home screens in Apple Music on Android. On Android, there's actually a side button where you can actually, yes, that's me. Library, For You, browsing options. So this is the For You tab, in which obviously things are for you. what I have noticed actually that Apple Music is actually a little bit slower on Android than it is than Google Play Music. So obviously here's the For You tab, which is just basically the same thing as on iOS. There's also the browse button, which it's the same thing, and of course like the radio button, right? There's nothing too different. I mean, again, Latin love songs, if you want to play that, it automatically starts playing if your Wi-Fi is good. So like, yeah, like, well, okay, well, you get the idea. So that's basically just Apple Music on Android in a nutshell. It's not very, there isn't many like here's my, what I have noticed that it might slow down a few times, but there's no lag at all. Oh, that was lag, wasn't it? Whatever. Yeah, so that's basically Apple Music on Android. That's the home screen on Google Play Music. What I do like is that you can you can obviously cast, which is such a big deal because I have a Chromecast and I can't cast with Apple Music. I have to mirror the entire screen, and obviously I can mirror on my iPad. So of course here is like Formation by Beyonce. That's honestly the first thing that came to my mind. So let's see if it actually does work. Oh yeah. Oh, never mind, that was an artist playlist. See, and what I do like is that on Google Play Music, it does give you the option to just watch the video. And if you do that, oh, great. Oh, it opens the video directly, like right there. Which I think it's really nice. I did not mean to do that. Great. So yeah. There's also the recents, like on always, top charts and releases, music library, podcasts, and you can choose your whatever email address you want to do. Like with Google, just like with on iOS, there is a considerable difference in quality from Apple Music and Google Play Music on Android, which I found really surprising. I thought since it was Android, Google Play Music would sound better, but it actually sounds just a little bit, which is the same thing as it sounds, the sound is a little bit more hollow. And I have used Google Play, as a disclaimer, I have used Google Play Music more on Android than on iOS, but I still have seen some of the same tendencies. So yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell. So overall, I think I like Apple Music more, but a big deal that Google Play Music does have is YouTube Red, which I have really enjoyed because it is great to not have any advertisements when you watch YouTube. But overall, I think Apple Music does offer better audio quality and more songs than Google Play Music does. But Google Play Music does offer YouTube offers YouTube Red bundled in. So it's a matter of preference whether you want more music and better quality. And some music videos that might not necessarily be on YouTube, or YouTube Red integration, which is great, but you will not get as much music availability. So it's the same thing on Mac and PC. So there is no there's no app for Mac for Google Play Music, but obviously for Apple Music there is because it's a Mac, it's made by Apple. So since it has an app, you can download the music, which you can't do on Google Play Music. So that was overall Google Play Music and Apple Music and on all platforms in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Please like, subscribe, do whatever you want. Thank you guys, and bye.